The importance of first impressions. The importance of first impressions. Cameron Smith.
All of us have that one person that, for some strange reason, you don't like them. Everybody thinks that they're the funniest person ever, or that they're super nice, but you just can't shake this feeling that there's something wrong. Like, they're mean, they're rude, they'll tell a joke and everybody laughs, but you think it's really insulting for some reason. And to be fair, it might be. Now, that's not to say that you're necessarily wrong, but what's probably happened is you've had a poor first impression with this person. The joke that they told the first time you met them might have actually been offensive. They may have been rude to you and had a bad day. But all of us learn the importance of first impressions. Some of it from the teaching of our parents. In my case, I learned it the hard way. It all starts about 10 years ago, 8 years ago. I'm in high school. And if you guys can't tell by my charming accent, I'm not from around here. In the States, we start driving at 16. There's not really much public transport. There's a lot of space. And it's customary that when you're 16 or 17, you either start working or you start working to save up for a car, or your parents get you one. And thankfully, my parents got me my first car. A beautiful, pristine 1991 Oldsmobile 88. For those of you that don't know that car, imagine the car that a grandmother would drive on television. And that was my first car. It had a beautiful oxidized silver paint job. It, probably because the previous owner, for some reason, removed all the paint off of it. It came with a luggage rack on the back for aerodynamic support to push the wheels down into the road when you're taking those sharp curves. And it had a bunch of unintentional safety features that the sleazy used car salesman probably put on it. Things like, it would keep you awake when you were driving at certain speeds because it would shake violently. When you took right turns, it would also remind you, hey, you're taking a right turn, and shake violently. When you rolled the windows down, as to not interrupt the aerodynamics of the car in such a sudden manner, you'd have to press the button, and the windows would promptly do nothing. Stay down. And last but not least, it could tell when you were too angry to drive. I learned this on one such occasion. I sat in the car, drove down, went to put it in reverse, and removed the gear shift from the steering column. This was my first car. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm telling you all this, because it's a very important detail to the story. I'm young, long hair, I love things like violent video games and heavy metal music, and I'm also tall and goofy, kind of like I am now. But most importantly, I'm in love. I've met this beautiful woman. She is a year younger than I am, and at this point in the story, we have just started dating, probably going on our third date. Now, with this car, because I knew it was so terrible, I like to do certain things with it. I like to floor it and see if I can make the wheels spin. I like to do things to, try and kick the back of the car out and drift around corners when leaving the stop sign. But my all-time favorite thing to do. And to this day, if I still had the car, I swear to you I would do it. I loved trying to jump my Oldsmobile. Yeah. Goofy, but I was stupid at that time too. And in this story, it is the only time I ever successfully jumped the Oldsmobile. So I'm going, and it's me and Emily's third date. I'd been out with her a few times. I had met her mom. I had met her younger sister, Sarah, who looked exactly like her. So I'm driving, and leading up to her house is this beautiful straightaway. Boom, it was like something out of a movie. Point Blank was going on in my front windshield. And there I see it. Nice, subtle curves. A nice sort of radiant glow. As I get closer, these features become more apparent. The perfect ramp. a bright yellow speed bump about 200 meters in front of her house. And I think to myself, this girl's worth it. I floor it towards this ramp. It is beckoning me, please jump off of me. Please jump off of me. And I tell you, I jumped off. I hit it, my car, bottoms up, boom, boom, and I am soaring. The car that my father affectionately calls the silver brick has just sprouted wings. And I feel like I'm a meter in the air, gliding as if I am actually flying. It was like a scene from Top Gun. And I land, boom, kadoof. Car bottoms out, slam on the brakes. Get out. My hair, long past my shoulders, was flowing like I was Fabio as my windows wouldn't open back up. I get out of the car, my metal music blaring, turn it off, and there we are, in front of Emily's house, with her father mowing the lawn in the front yard. I did not see him, because I was either focused on the ramp or he was behind the house. Probably the second one. But he just witnessed the boy that her daughter was newly dating ramp the silver brick off of a speed bump. Now, things between Emily and I didn't work out. We dated for a little while and then I went off to college. A couple of years later, we met up for a drink, just to kind of catch up. And it came up. I don't really know why, but for some reason, your dad never really liked me. I wonder why it could be. And her response was, I don't really know. I mean, you're a nice guy, a little goofy at times, but you're always really, really sweet to me. And then, finally, it dawned on me. I was not the tall, goofy guy that her daughter really liked. I was the flying brick.